Hello, everybody. Jamarcus here, and I'm here with week 5 of Mafia, season 2. Last season, spoilers. And we're faced off against Frozen Walking Wake. I got this team on the right, or the left, as you can see. It is a team of Indirect Swing from last season of Showdown Master Ball, a team that did not do so well, and I ended up beating in that season as well. And then my opponent on the right gets, I think it was MSR's last season's team. Not a huge fan of the team I got. Not a Boulder believer. A lot of like midpoint Pokemon. Um, and then my opponent also like a similar team, a lot of midpoint Pokemon. Um, what looks good for me? Terra Florges with Fairy. I mean, I can do Terra Fire, which is great against Corv, or Terra Ground, which is nice for Muck. But just clicking Terra Fairy Moonblast is pretty strong into the team. So that's what I brought. What am I most scared of? Ursaluna's a bit of a threat. Ogerpon, bit of a threat for sure. If that thing gets like a Swords Dance and a Trailblaze, I lose on the spot. So I've got to be careful of that. I built the team like a week before the game actually happened. We had to get an extension, so we played a little bit late. That's why this video's up a bit late. And I don't really, I haven't been putting that much effort into Mafia, to be honest. So what are we working with? First up, Life Orb Bowler. Rock resists are the top two, which I have Zen Headbutt for Ape and um, Close Combat for that thing, and then Mighty Cleave does good damage into everything else. SD Life Orb, I'm faster than everything, so I figure just after an SD, I do a lot of damage to everything. Next up, Florges, Specs, Modest, Terra Fairy, Moonblast to do some damage. I only need Moonblast, I don't need coverage. So I can trick something, like if I expect Corv to switch in, I can trick it. And now Corv is going to have a harder time checking Boulder later on. And then in Synthesis to heal up and Baton Pass to pivot. Next up, Scarf, Thunderbolt resists besides Ursaluna are pretty much nothing. Besides Ogerpon as well. So I have Focus Blast because the only electric switch-ins are weak to Focus Blast. And then Knock Off just because it's a nice move to have. Necrozma. Pretty much max speed, max attack. A little bit of special attack with Heat Wave to hit the Corv. But then Photon Geyser Earthquake hits everything else pretty hard. Max Pedef, Registeel. T-Wave, Para something, get my rocks up, Body Press to do some damage, and Steel Beam, so I'm not a sitting duck for something to set up on me, like an Ursaluna. And then finally, Regidraco, Adamant, Max Attack, Dragon Dance with Dragon Claw, Fire Fang, which can sweep the whole team except for Primarina. So I can also just blow up on that if I want to. And then if Prima's dead, maybe that could be a win con, who knows. I'm going to try and win the game with Necrozma, but we'll see. What do we see? Wrong side. We see nothing too surprising. There's no Ursaluna, which is nice. Otherwise, I thought Muck would show up. I thought it was really nice for Necrozma. But that's what we see. I'm going to leave Florges because I don't see very good Moonblast switch-ins. No, I'll leave Thunderous. I'm sorry, I'm a liar. I don't see the ground type, so I figured Full Switch is a super free turn 1. They lead Ape, a little unfortunate. I don't want to give this thing a boost. And if they're Spidef, 2 Thunderbolts won't kill. So I switch Florges, figuring I can take any move this thing goes for. They Rock Slide, that's fine. Tells me they're probably Scarf. I don't think you fit Rock Slide on an Annihilate if you're not Scarf. So I think Ape either runs Scarf, Bulk Up, or Taunt. Or maybe Encore, just get that. I don't remember. But yeah, Rock Slide tells me I think it's probably Scarf. Also, I don't think you bring Rock Slide. It only hits Thundurus and Arcanine. I guess this thing. So it's actually a pretty good coverage. Although into my team, it really only hits the Thundurus. So I'm going to stay in. I just click Moonblast because I'm figuring, okay, I can just kill this Annihilate. That'd be great. They stay in and Rock Slide and flinch me. That sucks. So I'm very much thinking this thing's Choice Scarf. I don't think you would click Rock Slide again. I think you would click another move, like Gunk Shot if you have it. If you're not Scarf. So very comfortably Scarf on this thing, which means I'm faster than it with Thundurus, but it means Boulder's slower, so I have to watch out for that. So they Rock Slide again, really hoping I don't get flinched again, and I don't. I was able to Synthesis since my move didn't go through last turn, I didn't get locked in. So I can synthesis again. Now I'm locked into synthesis though, and they keep clicking Rock Slide. This is a really odd play to me. I'm gonna try and heal up because I think they're gonna switch at some point. And they finally do. They go Prima, and on this turn I go Registeel, so that actually worked out pretty well for me. My Florges is a little low, and I got nothing done except for knowing their Scarf Annihilate, I think. So a bit of some unfortunate turns. I think probably should just be dead since I'm Specs. And Terra Fairy, which I didn't end up clicking Terra yet. I'm just going to Thunder Wave this Primarina though. And then I'm going to get my Roxa. I switch back to Florges, figuring they probably can't do much to me. But they go for Flip Turn. Pretty unfortunate. Puts me in a pretty bad spot. They go back to Annihilate. And guess what they click? Rock Slide, and guess what happens? They flinch me. Really odd plays to me. I feel like just revenge killing me with something else instead of counting on a flinch and potential miss. Maybe it wasn't the best play, but hey, it worked out. And now my Florges is pretty much dead for it. I do switch to Registeel here because I figure they're just going to take the kill since they went into this. So I'm going to switch. But they make a great play of going Entei on my Registeel. Now, I know this Entei won't kill me unless there's Specs. But they just Wisp me, which is fine. And I Thunder Wave them. Great. And then I'll just get some chip for it because I know right now my Thunderous Thunderbolt won't kill them if they're max HP. So I need some chip on them. And my Body Press does nothing, telling me they're pretty defensive. Sacred Fire doesn't do much. I get my Citrus Berry. I get some more chip with Body Press. They Wisp again, maybe thinking I would switch. I don't know. I don't need this thing. It was kind of here for the Ursaluna, so I'm happy to just get some chip on this. I actually Steel Beam this last turn because it'll do a lot more damage than Body Press. I bring in Thunderous to click Thunderbolt to kill them. They go Annihilate, which is going to cleanly get 2 KO'd, and they didn't know I was Choice Scarf at this point, to be honest, but down goes Annihilate. Ogerpon comes in. I need to be very careful here. Obviously, Thunderbolt from me is not doing very much damage. If I sack Florges, like as a reasonable play, thinking they're going to Ivy Cudgel, but if they Swords Dance, expecting that, and then Trailblaze and kill Florges, I lose the game on the spot. Except maybe Necrozma lives Ivy Cudgel, although I don't think so, actually. So I cannot go Florges here. I will lose the game if they Swords Dance and Trailblaze. So I go Regidraco instead. As they just U-turn. Okay, that's fine. Then comes Primarina. I'm just going to blow up on this thing. In hindsight, maybe I could have sacked Florges and saved that later, but I decided to blow up. I bring in Florges just to sack it, really. If they wanted to go Corv or Entei, then I could have Tricked or Moonblast. Probably Trick in Corv's case, but they do go into one of their more offensive Pokemons, which maybe I should have seen that coming and gone Thunderous instead. They see that I'm Specs, and they Boom Burst and kill me. Tells me I feel like since they're not Boots, they're probably Specs or Scarf. I'm going to go Boulder, seeing as I think they're locked in, and I'm going to set up. Corv comes in, not surprising. I don't actually kill this thing if it's Fizdef at +2, so I'm going to get another Swords Dance. They Iron Defense though, so I'm not going to kill them anymore. So I actually just go hard Thunderous, figuring out they probably can't do much to me. I'll just Thunderbolt and kill them. This is a bit of a misplay though. Thunderbolt will kill them. Volt Switch wouldn't if they're SPDA. So I click Thunderbolt here. But being locked into Thunderbolt's really bad into Ogerpon, so I probably should have clicked Volt Switch instead. Even if I don't kill them, that's fine. I can just go Necrozma afterwards. And they sack Entei. Very obvious play, I think. So now I'm locked into a Thunderbolt against this Ogerpon. And I don't really have a Rock Resist, so I figure I'll just sack Thunderous at this point. As good as Scarf Thunderbolt looks in this endgame, I feel like there's a decent shot this Noivern is Choice Scarf. So I'm going to try and go for the Necrozma win instead. So I just Thunderbolt, get my chip, no para, unfortunate. But yeah, then they just cudgel and kill me. And I'm going to go try and set up with Necrozma now. They U-turn, that's fine, give me my weakness policy. Dragon Dance, and they lose the game if this is not Choice Scarf Noivern. But they are. They Draco, that's fine. Now I just gotta go set up with the Iron Boulder again. And it's all on him. I know they're Choice Scarf, so I need to stay out of range of this Noivern, but I'm Life Orb. And I don't kill this Corb, actually, from this range. So I'm going to hope that Mighty Cleave kills, and that I'm out of range of Noivern. But it doesn't. So I take Life Orb, I take Rocky Helmet, and after another round of Life Orb and Rocky Helmet, yeah, that Scarf Noivern is going to be able to revenge kill me unless they miss. Which they don't. If I had Quick Attack, I would have won the game, but I really felt like I needed that Zen Headbutt and close combat coverage. In hindsight, maybe Zen Headbutt was strong enough for Ursaluna. I could have gone without close combat, but I guess I didn't think Quick Attack was necessary because I didn't expect Scarf Noivern to show up, and the only other Scarfer I think is reasonable is Annihilate, who Quick Attack doesn't hit. So I think it's a bit of a hard bring to bring Quick Attack here. But yeah, we take another loss. Too unfortunate. We're 3-2 now, so we're not guaranteed playoffs at all. 2 more wins would guarantee it. 1 more puts us in a pretty decent spot. Our differential is still not bad since we've only lost 3 in our 2 losses. Not a great team that I brought. It was thrown together very quickly. I don't think there was a lot of cohesiveness to it. It was kind of just 6 random sets, which is kind of what I've been bringing for Mafia, to be honest. I don't think I had a great team to begin with. The double high tier Psychic, just not something I would draft, I guess. And then like the 2 dark types, I don't really know what they're doing. But that's this season. That's what Mafia is, using other people's teams and trying to learn from other people's ways, which I don't know that I've been able to do too well so far. But anyways, we lost. My opponent banned Iron Boulder. I wasn't going to pick that thing anyways. So I picked Thunderous. It gives me another flying type. I have 2 of them now. But it gives me a nice speed tier. Gives me a good special breaker. Another pivot. Knockoff user. A lot of nice options on it. And doesn't have too many weaknesses. Only rock and ice. Which, so far my team is weak to. I don't actually think I have a rock resist. Let me take a look. Alright, hopefully you can see my team here. So yeah, no rock resist yet. My fighting type doesn't resist rock. My steel type does not resist rock. So I'm going to hope that I get a good ground type in the coming weeks. Hopefully my opponents aren't seeing this and ban my ground types. But hopefully I can just win. I do have to win some more games to make playoffs anyways. So that's the team so far. I'm not in love with it. Feels a little like not scary. I like my drafts to have like top tier threats that my opponents are really scared of. But right now it doesn't really feel like my team has that. I need like an Urshifu or something on here. I don't know. But that's week 5. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.